gotta have those headphones.
Hey, I got an earbud, but I never did get the headphones.
Alrighty, Ronnie, the stream is up.
The stream is up. The stream is up. All right. We'll find that.
Yep, I'm going to go eat some sugar-free pudding, and I'll be back. 52.
Free? That's a crime.
Yeah, but I can't eat the good stuff.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't know what I'd do without the good stuff.
Yeah, well, type 2 diabetic. I eat too much sugar and it'll kill me. So I'll be back.
Oh, okay, that explains it. And Ron, I think Australia's in there hollering for California.
I must have something turned down here. I didn't hear them.
Yeah, they're booming in on the flat side. Yeah, I bet we'll get a few of them checking in.
All right, well, now I got me a phone call here. My kid.
Well, I got my headphones now. Am I coming in above Australia?
Yeah, I got you at 9 pounds, Cliff.
Well, I don't even need to turn the box on there.
Yeah, you sound good.
Cool.
How's this thing sounding, Dennis?
You were at 8 pounds and good audio.
This is the 101. Decided to fire it up tonight. My 890 didn't want to transmit on sideband. It would do it on AM or on FM, but not sideband. So
Yeah, it's working good into downtown Fresno.
all righty.
Boy, 40 meters is booming right now.
Yeah, I bet 40 meters is off the hook.
Yes, it's definitely off the hook.
You getting much rain up there?
No, we're getting snow. Light snow, but it's not sticking.
Oh, the little flurries, is that what they call them?
I guess it's kind of even lighter than a snow flurry, to tell you the truth.
It hits the skin and it's gone.
Okay, that's what it is then.
I call it the perfect snow.
Oh, good evening, James.
Hey, good evening, Dennis. Good evening, Clifford, and anybody else locally that's out there.
Your radio sounding choice tonight.
Roger. Well, thank you. Likewise. Sounding good there, neighbor.
You getting any turkeys down there?
Yes, sir. There was 3 for several days, and now there's 2.
Oh, okay. Isn't what turkey season started today, right?
Possible. I don't hunt turkey, so I really don't remember when it starts. I've cooked them twice, and I just can't get them right. It's like eating old trucker's rope.
I think you got to cook them like a sandhill crane.
Copy that.
Very, very rare. You just breast them and throw it on the barbecue pit and eat them like medium rare or rare.
Roger. Right on. But yeah, there was 3 of them, and for quite a while, and then the last couple of days only 2. So not sure. I think the mountain lion probably got one.
We had 3 hens up here 3 days ago or 4 days ago.
Yeah, it's good to see them back in the area. It's been a little while.
Yeah, I'm not going to hunt them. I would hunt down there at Eastman or somewhere. Tinsley, or I'd go into Toll House.
Well, I can tell you a good spot if you really want to go find one.
Shoot!
You've been to Redinger.
Yep.
So when you leave Kirkhoff, you climb that steep hill heading towards Redinger, and then you hit the flats. And as soon as you hit the flats, about 100 yards in, there's a fence and private property. But just before that fence, it's all national forest, and there's quite a few in there.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right on. All right, I'm going to jump back on the side.
Oh, Dennis.
Yeah.
I could hear Australia a little bit, but not a whole lot. Is that what I'm hearing?
Audio, stateside. Audio.
Yeah, you're making the trip. Yeah, man, when I go flat side, I got it pointed that way. They're really booming in there. But they're sounding good on my ground plane.
I can hear them up here.
I can hear them too.
Number 69, down under.
All righty, number 69, down under. Sounding good up here into Central California. We're all getting ready for our local check-in here on the Ditchbank Sideband net. If you're still out there in about 15, 20 minutes, feel free to check in. 73's 1017 Dennis, West Coast of California, City of Fresno.
Okay, Dennis in Fresno from 69 Mike. We'll catch you a little later from 69 Mike down under. Cool. Still there, Clifford?
To what?
I said, are you still there?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if you chose that call sign for a specific reason or what.
No, that's a good question.
And he's down under, too.
That's what I was thinking.
How's this radio sound up there, Clifford?
It sounds good.
It's the 101 Bravo.
It's going straight up and down. So I had to rob my monitor off my radio and put it on my computer, so I'm running handicap right now.
What, did you lose a monitor?
Yep.
Those are cheap, aren't they?
Yeah, I already got another one for my radio, which is actually smaller, but it's perfect size. One of my honey customers gave it to me.
Oh, cool.
So now this one is about as wide as the radio. About, extends past the radio an inch on each side. And then it's, I don't know, 14 by 14 or something like that.
Oh, wow, that is small. What the heck was that? What was he using it for?
I don't know. He's a computer guy, so that's all he does, is computers. And he's a computer business, and then he's got a pool business, so he's scattered out.
Okay, well, yeah. Oh, well. Whatever it takes to make a buck. Cool.
Well, like James and me, we do what we can to stay up here in the mountains and not have to go down in the valley and work.
Hey, Pine Ridge Pools, is it?
Oh, no. He actually was working for Pine Ridge Pools and took some of their business all the way out of town.
Gotcha, yeah. My buddy, well, it's my friend. I think they both owned it. Hanson, Rod, and Mark. I went to school with Mark. Yeah, I don't know. I think Rod started it, and Mark worked for his brother, and then I don't know if he bought into it or he had the tile cleaning, got rid of that. So I don't know. I guess they're still working together.
Well, they got quite a few trucks running around.
Yeah, they come all the way down here. It's like, wow. Well, he goes, well, it's not that many pools up there, but there's quite a few close Fresno, and it goes all the way to Kermit.
I have returned.
In the hay business, I ended up with like 10,000 acres, and I consolidated. You know, you don't want to run out to I-5 for 80 acres, and that's kind of like the pool business. You get all you can get, and then start whittling away at it.
Yeah, and all our vineyards were drivable by tractor, but, you know, from here to the end of Ashland Avenue, which is Butte, it took a while. Forklifts, we didn't have a good trailer, you know, strong enough for the big equipment. So yeah, it sucks when everything is scattered out.
So you had an old forklift, or you had to drive it backwards?
No, we had a pretty good one. It could go either way. You could steer it really good, forwards, backwards, and it just didn't go fast.
Clifford.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
Not much. What are you up to?
Yeah, you're sounding pretty good down here. You're like S8, S9.
Well, that's good.
And I heard you're getting some slush.
Yes.
He had to chain up his radio.
Yeah, we had to run chains now.
All right, I better go get me some, oh gosh, another cup of decaf. Otherwise, might not be able to talk.
Hey, Clifford.
Yeah.
What size chains do you run on that radio?
Small one.
Hello, CQ. Hello, stateside. Number 69, down under.
How about it, Bones? You got a copy?
Go ahead there, Copenhagen.
Hey, how about that number 69?
You need early tonight?
Mike, you did get
I would appreciate it, sir.
All right, we got you in early.
Thank you, Bones. You have a good evening, my friend.
All righty, take care. I know what radio you're coming in on. I go, oh, wait a minute, can't be coming in on that one. So there you were. All right.
Yeah, now I can understand.
Ron, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, cool. Top of the evening.
Right back at you. I don't know why I got all these radios going, and I can only hear one. I can only concentrate on one thing. So, yeah, we got you, and I think I heard 69 down under. Station go.
Evening time, Ron. Hey, can you get me an early check-in, my friend?
Yes, sirree. 188. Snowy Junior. We got you.
Double.
I got you, Bobby.
10-4, thank you, sir.
Was that Bobby Pasio?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You mean Snow Beast Jr.?
Yeah, who we got out there?
You got the 458.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Yeah, I just passed checking by the radio. I thought I'd try to catch you guys out there a little bit early, and I've been missing the check-ins, helping out my mom and stuff. So anyway, I had a few minutes to swing by the radio, so here I am for a minute.
Well, glad to hear you out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Evening time to you guys.
I see 38 is wide open. It's like busy.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how strong that station from Australia was.
Me neither. It was coming in.
Sounded like the lighthouse keeper.
Yeah, I should pull up the DX maps and let's see what 10 meters is doing. Yep, Pacific Basin's wide open. 12 meters is still open. Yeah, it should be a good night. Let's see. 20's open to Europe. 30's open to Europe. 40 on the East Coast open to Europe, not quite to the West Coast. 60 and 80 are still kind of dead.
So where are you finding that information at?
The internets.
You got a special channel or QRZ?
No, dxmaps.com, man. There's a different map for each band, and it shows you where people are making contacts with each other, and you can pretty quickly tell which band's open to where.
Wow, okay, dxmaps.com?
Yep. They're pulling information from people doing FT8 and FT4, and then they compute that onto the maps based off of your location, and then, lets you know where the bands are open to. It's a wonderful age we live in.
Yes, it is. So it looks like a flight plan for an airplane? Is that what you're looking at?
Yep, and at the top, along the top of the map, there's a different button for each band. And if you put it onto the low bands, and then you can just sit there and just thumb through 10 meter, 12 meter, 15, and all the way down.
Wow, okay. Somebody's got a lot of time on their hands to do all this.
It's mostly automated once it's set up.
Gotcha.
I've even gotten myself to show up on that map a couple times.
The magic of radio lives.
That's right. So what's going to happen during the apocalypse? I hear NASA's going to shoot a couple rockets up in the sky, and then I hear some other crap, but I hear a lot of fear-mongering.
During what?
Ammo. Don't need to be scared.
Oh, I ain't scared. I just don't want to lose my radio. I'm playing with Aaron's map now.
Oh my.
Does that map cover 11 meters, or do they leave that one out?
Yeah, they leave that one out because they don't really have data for it. They're computing the maps based off of people using digital modes. But if you look at 10 meter and 12 meters, you kind of have a good idea what 11's doing.
Copy that. I'll have to check that out.
On a bigger screen than your telephone, because I'm not having very much fun.
Roger.
You don't got a computer with like a 24-inch widescreen?
Yeah, upstairs.
You got to put that puppy near the radio.
Y'all sounding good, really, by the way.
Oh, Bob. Sounding good out here.
Thank you.
Yeah, other than, it sounding like someone's welding in the background, it's actually sounded pretty good tonight, so Yeah, you're sounding good over here.
Yeah, there is a lot of atmospheric in there.
And that's with the noise blinker on.
My receiver's broke. I have nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to put a remote station out on your property.
You won't like it. It's just too quiet. You'll think there's something wrong with the radio.
Have you heard the stories of guys like ripping their shacks apart because they think their stuff is broken just to find out that there was like a solar flare and the bands are dead?
Yeah, I believe it. I've, come out here and go, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And I'm out looking at the coax, and it's like, oh, that's just quiet. Man, just think if I would ground my stuff, that would help.
Yeah, then you might start picking up the Russians over the North Pole.
I'll be tapping into the balloons out there drifting.
You could shoot them down with your laser.
I got a pellet gun with a scope, and I'm pretty good.
See, I want to know where the amateur rocket people are when those balloons come over, because somebody's got to figure out a way to shoot that thing down.
I want to get all the little devices that's on board. Not that I would know what to do with it, but maybe I could sell it.
Give it to Aaron. He'll make a radio out of it.
Hell, get that laser they're selling on Amazon now.
Oh, one of the green ones?
Yeah, man. That thing burns a hole through everything.
See, I want to get one of those balloons and put a repeater on it.
That would be cool.
Station.
This is the station frequency.
I hear 111.
Yeah, well, back in the 80s, we used to hear a noise, and everybody that was on the radio heard it, and it always at a certain time at night, we'd hear it was a tick-tick kind of sound, and it would be on all our radios, and then it was like it passed over, and then it went away. It would fade out.
That's just aliens.
Yeah, Ray talks to the aliens almost every night.
Wait till the 8th when the eclipse comes. They're going to be pulling something.
He's just being neighborly.
But yeah, Clifford, you need to put a computer next to your station so you can join us on the chat room.
I will have to reconfigure my whole room in here because I got a big mess. So I need to get a better desk, a bigger desk, more monitors, more. I got to clean it all up.
Otherwise known as the hobby in the hobby.
Well, we'll come over there and help you clean out the room. You just won't get your equipment back.
I hear you. You probably will die laughing if you see the room.
The worst part is you get all the dust bunnies out of the way and you might realize they were helping you.
For sure. I have to keep everything covered anyways because I live by a dirt road.
Damn it!
Yeah, I got a monitor if you need one, Clifford.
But I picked up a second one today, actually, because I had to take my big one and put it up there with a computer.
Oh, copy that. This one's about like a 20-inch or so.
Yeah, this one's probably a 14 on the radio.
Copy. Well, if you end up needing one, let me know. It's not in use, so.
Worked a rock quarry.
Okay, thank you.
Real bad on radios, and a guy came up with, I don't know where he found them, but he got these inflatable plastic bags. You put your radio in the bag and blow it up, and the front face, you could operate your radio through the bag, and the rest of it keeps dirt free. And the bag was big enough so it wouldn't overheat. I thought it was genius.
sounds genius if it don't overheat.
Yeah, he only had it for the radio. He didn't have it for his box. You guys run a 4-pill in a bucket loader. It didn't have a bag.
Well, my little 4-pill went all the way to Florida.
Did you ever get it back?
No, I sold it and sent it over there.
Did it go on a vacation?
It went on a permanent vacation.
I hate the humidity.
I made a video of that sucker, and Australia was coming in here booming, and that guy couldn't wait to give me that money.
Hey, Dennis, you got a good copy on me?
Yeah, 40 over.
Me too, Joe.
Hey, Cliff. Doggone it, evening time.
Yeah, sounding good.
Sounded real good, Joe.
Yeah, I was wondering if I was making the trip over to you, Cliff. Doggone it, this rain's really coming down over here. A good deal.
You made it to Reedley. You got to be doing something right.
Yeah, you made it to Reedley.
Oh, man, now there you go. Now I know we're getting out there. Yeah, sounding good over there in Reedley.
Yeah, a lot of signals get out this far and just die.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what, you're making a fine trip over here. Doggone it, we're off of 99 in Dakota. You're sounding good from that Reedley town.
That's why you're so strong over here.
Yeah, I've worked on this and worked on this and worked on this, but I leave it alone now. I ain't worked on it in about 10 years. I like it.
Well, it's sounding good. It's coming around the mountain to me, and I got a big old mountain between us.
Hey, what'd you say, Ron?
Yeah.
Are we tripling?
Are we what?
Tripling?
No, but we can.
Everybody was talking at once, and then everybody shut up, so I thought we must have been tripling.
Clifford, my 4-pill went to Idaho, but it's coming back.
Well, that was your 4-pill that went to Florida.
My old one. That was a good box. But, yeah, mine, I blew mine up, so, yeah, bummer.
That's what she said.
Uh-huh.
Which one was that?
It was a good box.
Darn straight. 757 Boulder built.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to it. But, no transmit and high SWR when it was in line. Worked really well, and then all of a sudden, boom, it didn't.
Yeah, they're prone to relay issues.
Yeah, copy that.
Well, it looks like it's just about that time.
Yippee-yay!
Go or no go for liftoff.
We just got to give Ron the green light.
That clock's fast. Aaron's is slow. All right. Well, good evening. This is Bone 775, and welcome to Friday. The Ditchbank Sideband net right here in Central California. And won't waste any time, but I do have an announcement. Next Friday, I'm not going to be around. So next Friday, I won't be around. I don't know if you guys would want to hang out and do it to it, but I won't be around here.
Oh, sure. Leave a sinking ship.
It ain't sunk yet. I mean, we're full. It might be full of water, but it's not sinking. We're using it as a hot tub. So anyway, that's about it for that one. But we'll go ahead and see if anybody needs a early check-in. Anybody need an early check-in?
Ron, can I get an early check-in, please?
Fishing Girl 737 with the early check-in.
Thank you, Ron. Enjoy your trip.
East Coast Australia with an early check-in.
Okay, and Australia with the early check-in. What number?
You betcha. The unit number is 161 Delta Alpha 161. Operator name is Jay, like Juliet Alpha Yankee. I got you good 5 and 9 here on the east coast of Queensland. Happy Easter.
All right, Jay. Hey, thanks for checking into the old Ditchbank Sideband net, and we got you written down here.
Hey, Ron, can I contact Jay?
Hey, go ahead. Get a hold of Jay.
161-767, California.
Radio 370. Yeah, quick g'day. Won't tie it up here on the check-in, but a g'day to you there, Patton, or someone else with a g'day. Happy Easter to all. I'm going to not tie it up here on this channel. Appreciate the check-in, that's for sure. G'day to you, Pat, and anyone else on the frequency. Have a great Easter. 161 Australia. Be back out. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
Ring. Okay, Jay, 73s, man. 767, California.
Yeah, to move from 38. There's been a mess on channel.
Woo! Look where we started.
Channel's down there, mate, Roger.
Hey, Jay, cheers and beers from Dennis.
Thank you very much for coming back again. And the floodgates are open. 73 in Brisbane. Now catch them out.
Here we go.
Oh, I know it.
No contact on 161, the ice cream man. We'll try again later.
All right, how about any more early check-ins for the Ditchbank Sideband net here in Central Cal?
405 there. Ice cream.
Ron, get 650.
405.
405, you want an early check-in here to the Ditchbank Sideband net?
DJ, because I'm losing my receiver on my radio. I know I'm getting out. I'm looking at the meter, but hey, happy Easter to you tomorrow, right?
Thanks, Danny. Same to you, mate. Yeah, I just don't want to tie it up. I understand they're doing like a check-in here. So I don't want to...
And 650 wants an early.
Myself there, that's for sure. But good, great to hear you there, Ice Cream Man. Serve us up with a double chop top there, eh?
I copies the 650 too.
Yeah. All right, DJ, I get to you with yours at 161 and a half. Cheers for now. We'll try it again later. I think we're all in this for the long term today with this very special rabbit holiday. Cheers for now, Jay.
Yeah, all the best to you there, Danny. Out of the way there, mate. We'll catch you on another channel hopefully shortly there, mate. We'll just scan the band, leave it be on this one. Bye-bye.
God, Ron, on the flat side, they're 20 over.
I got my antenna aimed the wrong way. My antenna's going like kind of southeast, so it ain't working for me.
They're blowing up meat.
All right, well, we'll carry on with the early check-ins for the Ditchbank Sideband net.
869 was trying to get in early.
869 would like an early one? All right, man. Thanks for coming by. We got you. That was pretty good. I could hear him. No racing tonight, only I think there's a outlaw race, but it's on one of them pay-to-rent deals, probably Dirt Vision. All right, any other early check-ins for the Ditchbank Sideband net? Well, by golly, we'll go ahead and get her started with the regular roll call if there's no more early ones. So we'll start it off with 33, James. By golly, 33 checking in. Have a great evening there, Ron, and wherever you're going next week, enjoy your trip. Sounding good on the hill. Yeah, I might just be going to the backyard or over there to the pond, but yeah, we'll have us a good old time. Copy that. All right. Well, cool deal. All righty. Yeah, it's coffee. It's working. All righty, and let's see if 363's out there, stump jumper. 458 Mule Skinner.
458 Mule Skinner, checking in.
And you are checked in. Officially checked in there. Yep, X in the square. How about Daryl? 1233.
31 X-ray 1233. Checking in from Corsico. No rain.
None at all? Wow. We got it down here, and well, I was up north earlier in before the afternoon hit, and yeah, it was overcast, but no rain there.
We get little blasts of, light sprinkles. They hit the deck and they're gone pretty much at the same time. So it's not what I call rain.
All right. Well, it's sticking out here. The water is sticking to the ground, and I had to chain up to get in the driveway.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, muddy mud puddles, all that good stuff. All right, Daryl. Thanks for checking in. How about 767, Pat?
Good evening, Ron. 767 in the Ranchos. No traffic. Have a good Easter.
Yeah, the in-laws, they're not coming because they were afraid of the rain. So, yeah, I lucked out. Might be a pretty quiet one. Didn't put my reservation in early enough for my mom's side of the family, so I think it's going to be a good one.
Sounds quiet.
Yes. All right. My son, I'm going to go help him move. He's over there east of the Madera Ranchos off of Avenue 12. There's some new Riverstone houses or something. Pretty close to 41, but anyway, I think I'll take a ride out there and move him a freezer over there.
Yeah, copy that. That's not far from me.
I'd say, well, if the radio was quiet, I don't know, man. I have to be right there within a mile or two of you to hear on the darn radio during the day, man. I turned it on when I got off work, and golly, it was like a bumblebee.
Copy that.
All right, Pat. And we'll go on out here to Sanger to see if 979's out there. Sean?
Yeah, howdy, Ron. 979 checking in from Sanger, where it is raining pretty good right now.
All right. Well, we always need the water, and yep, just if it gets too high over there, just shoo it off to the river.
Yeah, well, I hope everybody out there has a blessed Easter Sunday. We'll catch you guys later.
All right. Be listening for you tomorrow night.
World Radio.
All righty. How about 151, Chris?
You call 151, Chris out of North Fork. I'm here.
You're scaring me, I go, man. You never missed a time here checking in. So, yep, I'm calling you 151, Chris out of North Fork. X in the score for you, man. We could hear you.
Yeah, I could barely hear you over Hawaii.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
I can hear him up here too, Chris. I can hear you in Corsico.
All righty. And my buddy 213, Mr. JR, just celebrated a birthday. I don't know. I can't remember how old he is. He must be at least 45 or something. Pretty close anyway. We'll proxy him in. How about 920, the voice of old tube radio, Dennis out of Midtown.
Okay, hello radio. I hope it is working and you can hear me through the noise tonight. You are sounding good, and yes indeed, the old tube radio network should be up and running tomorrow if you'd like to join us. Anyway, back to you, sir.
All right, Dennis, and oh boy, I could already see what you got to look forward to. It's gonna be it'll be a madhouse unless we get some like big heavy rain or something. It'll wash it all away.
Yeah, it's going to be a cacophony of stations on good old YAM tomorrow night, but we'll see what we can do.
Roger. All righty, that was the voice of Mr. OTR for tomorrow night's check-in, Channel 11 AM at 8 o'clock. And listen to all the old tube radios check in. All right, Dennis, thanks. And we'll shoot on back out to Sanger for 982 Dirt Dog. And we'll stay out there in Sangertown and see if 305 David's out there.
305 David out of Sanger checking in.
All right, David, sounding good, and thanks for the check-in. How about 109 Crawdad? Well, Crawdad will proxy him in there, and see, 142 KP is over there watching an outlaw race there on Dirt Vision, I believe, so we'll get him early checked in there. And let's see, flipping the page over, how about 112 Rickershaw?
112 Rickershaw checking in.
All right, Rickershaw, you're checked in, and good to hear you out there.
All right, thank you for the check-in, Ron.
Station.
Go ahead, Station.
Yeah, can we give Dirt Dog proxy?
We will proxy Dirt Dog in. All right, let's see. How about 339, Jeff out of Mariposa? Well, I can hear those guys out there, but they're low here. I hear all Australia. I never did hear Hawaii. All righty. Well, let's see if Jerry's out there. 321 Jerry.
Well, hello, Ronnie. 321 checking in with absolutely no traffic. Back to you, Ronnie.
All right, Jerry. Good to hear you out there. And yeah, I was telling Pat I'll be out there in your guys' neighborhood tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, where?
What the heck's that little? It's right off at 12, past D&D as you're going east and before Highway 41. Stone Bridge or Stone Creek, Stone River, I don't know, one of them new housing deals. My kid bought a house over there.
Riverstone, he must be talking about Riverstone. Well, give me a holler, man. Let's see, tomorrow, yeah, we'll be hanging around here. Of course, it could be a little wet. But anyway, good to hear everyone on the frequency. And you all take care, man, and happy Easter to all. And Ronnie, I think you have the 10-meter net Wednesday night. If you can handle it, I'm sure you can, man. You do a great job. Anyway, back to you, Ronnie. 321.
All right, Jerry. Yep, I seen that. I was when I turned the computer on there before the net, and then I kind of look it up there. Well, it comes out. It comes out on my screen. Who's next? I do the check-in, but the old sending part just, I don't know. It just ain't. Maybe I forgot to lick the stamp and it fell off. It didn't get sent.
Yeah, not a problem, Ronnie. Yeah, I do the chicken scratching for you. So anyway, you all have a great Easter. Back to you, Ronnie. 321.
All right, Jerry. We'll get Miss Julie proxied in there also.
Hey, Jerry, congratulations on the retirement.
Well, what's the question?
It was congratulations on the retirement, over.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Who is this?
This is the basic Dennis, over.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Dennis. And, anyway, yeah, much appreciated. Back to you, Roddy. Back to net control.
I was going to ask, I go, he changed his phone number. I wonder if that rascal retired.
Yeah, Roger. In fact, I need to shoot that over to you, too, Ronnie. So, thanks, Dennis. And anyway, back to you, Ronnie.
All right. Yeah, no, you gave me your new number, so I got that. All right, Jerry. Thanks for checking in. And we'll see if the L.A. Dodger fans out there. 113, Tom. No Tom? Okay. And let's see. Copenhagen Kid, 54, Dean, or sometimes the number would be 61 on Saturday night. He came in there with the early check-in. So let's see. A 449er Smitty and sweet country mamas out there.
Yeah, let's proxy Smitty and his better half, and go ahead and throw Tom a proxy too.
All righty. Yep, Tom, I hear him on the 2 meter stuff. He does a lot of four-wheeling, and you'll catch him up there in the high Sierras out there four-wheeling. All righty, how about 360 Ray?
360 checking in.
All right, no more sicknesses, no more side effects from that cold that last 2 months?
Oh, yeah, still coughing and hacking, but a little bit better every day.
Yeah, somebody told me, no, it'll get better. Just wait another 6 weeks. Now, what? Man. So, yeah, I got to drink something hot at night and keeps my voice going. All right, Ray, good hearing you. How about 310, Tony out of Corsco?
Yeah, proxy Tony.
All righty, and let's see if the legend's out there. 53, Bob, Bel Air.
Go ahead and proxy Bel Air.
All righty, we got Mr. Bel Air. How about 111, Bob?
Yeah, he was out here earlier.
Yes, for an early.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, well, we got you in there early. Okay, we got him. We got you marked early then. No, I heard him. All right, how about 603 Joe?
Yo. Yeah, Ron, doggone it. Have a good weekend, man. You say you're not going to be on next week. Where you headed?
Well, it's going to be my birthday, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to Pismo.
Good deal. Hey, okay. Evening time to everyone out there. 603 Fresno, Cal, standing by.
All right, but you never know, Things change here. My wife's aunt, she takes care of her. She's in the hospital right now, so who knows? I may pop up. I just never know. But anyway. All right, Joe. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you, Ron.
And how about number 7, Ed?
Yeah, we'll give him a proxy.
All right. It's got a proxy. I did not hear him. I listened to some of the other bands and checked in, and I didn't hear him on those other bands, but I didn't stay there for the whole roll call. Let's see. How about Captain 00, Harold?
Proxy the captain.
The captain is proxied in. Well, we're going to shoot out there towards Visalia for 1919 Tom.
1919 Tom, Visalia, checking in.
All right, Tom, way to shoot that signal over this way from Visalia. You're checked in, man. Sounding good. Okay, I think it was 1788, Washington. All right. Well, I don't know what my signal's doing here, but I don't know. I got you in and out there, but we got you from Washington. All right, maybe it'll come up a little bit. It's got to come up a little bit. I hear a lot of signals, but they're all a little bit down. So, all right, back to roll call. How about 43, Eric? Hey, we'll proxy him in there. All right, and how about Miss Tony, 1234?
31 X-ray 1234, checking in. Happy birthday, Ronnie.
All righty, thank you for that. And X in the square for you.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Yeah, gotta work there, but that's okay. I think they're only gonna let me work 3 days and give me the boot for a while.
That's awesome.
All right. How about 302 Mark at O'Neill? Maybe he'll pop in here in a while. And 1017 Dennis Tower Power.
Well, there you go, Ron. And, I think the rain really helps the receive. Hey, I appreciate everything you do, and enjoy your birthday. We'll give you a great big birthday present, a box of rocks. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Easter. And 73s from 1017 on the Peanut Whistle. Checking in.
And hello, Dennis, before you leave.
Hello, Chris.
All right, Dennis, thank you. And I got boat anchors, plenty of boat anchors. Some of them work, some of them don't. But yeah, a box of rocks will be okay.
There you go.
Oh, gunny sack. If you could put them in a gunny sack, that'd be better, because the box would get all soggy. Unless it's a metal one. All right. Thanks for checking in, Dennis. The 650 and 650 and a half, they got the early check-in. And Snow Beast Jr. came by early. He got him an early check-in. How about 102 Phil?
Go ahead and proxy him.
Oh, we will proxy Phil. Did I hear him? I heard him not too long ago. It's been on the other radio. All right. How about 785 Larry? No Larry tonight. All right. How about Eminem up the hill? Oh, it's working. Hasn't missed a beat yet.
Oh, great. Thank you.
All right. How about Big G?
Oh, you better proxy.
We will proxy Big G in. Let's see here. How about 241 Chris?
Damn, I made it. I fell asleep in my chair, but I made it in.
That's okay. You would have proxies and early check-ins, and your square, I have to make your square extra big because you are always checked in, and you're covered, man.
Oh, and by the way, happy birthday to you. I'm glad you turned 18 finally.
Yeah, because, man, I had some older girlfriends, and, you know, they were afraid to go to the next base, so, yep, I'm leaving.
Yeah, they didn't want to be called a pedophile.
There you go.
Anyway, Ron, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful one.
I will, because I'm not going to have to work that day.
When is it, Monday?
Friday. Yeah, Friday. But I'm going to go to the eye doctor, so hopefully that all goes well.
Oh, it's next Friday?
Yeah. The 5th, Friday the 5th, yeah.
Wait, are you going to be in town? Are you going to be on radio?
No, I won't be here doing the net, so either I'm going to be gone or I'm going to be in the backyard or at the neighbor's house or something.
Or passed out, huh?
No, I'm not going to do that stuff anymore. I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit too old to pass out.
Oh, okay. Well, you're too old. You're only turning 18.
Yeah, but, that was 14 maybe.
Anyway, all right. Well, I can wait till next week. All right, but anyway, happy birthday, Ron. Like I said, I hope you have a wonderful Friday, next Friday. And if you don't, I hope you have a better one the following.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, and good hearing you out there.
Hey.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
You sound great.
I what?
You sound great.
Well, hell, I got everything on.
Yeah, but you got pep in your step.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, you mean personally or the radio?
Personally.
It's just a day.
Okay. All right. Hang in there.
Yeah, they got so much shit they still got to do to me. I'm tired.
I'll catch up with you. 73.
Okay, yeah, give me a call whenever you want to. I'm always here.
I thought it was that nap that pepped him up. I went, man, maybe I need to take a nap.
It did feel good.
I thought it was the blue pill.
They don't even work.
That's not good.
I should say I haven't tried one.
If you got a heart condition, I don't think I would try one of those.
Well, you know, actually, that little blue pill came out was for heart patients.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it gives more blood flow to the heart and other parts of the body, and that's why it works for other things.
Oh, okay. If I took one, I just don't want my big toe to throb.
You got to use something.
Does it help the bobo?
Oh, man. I don't like my toe hurting, my throbbing toe, broken toenail, whatever. Oh, I hate that feeling. All right, back to the roll call. How about 223, Chris out of Madera? Oh, there's KP blew up his radio checking in last week. All right, no Chris out of Madera. And let's see, I had Big G there, but we got Big G proxy in. Let's you out there, Big G. How's about Radio Boy?
Yeah, toss him a proxy.
All righty. And now we'll go down the street here to my neighbor, 31 Delta 561, Dennis Broompicker.
Yeah, this is 561 here, and just want to say, hope you have a great Friday next week, and many more to come. And I send a little prayer for your wife there. You said she's in the hospital, so we'll hope that and pray that she gets well. Anyway, 73s to everybody. Have a great Easter. I'm glad to be here. Thanks, Ron, for being out there this evening.
All right there, Dennis. And thanks for that. Actually, it's her aunt, but she has to go in there every day and kind of see her and stuff like that. So, yeah, her aunt fell down and pulled her shoulder out or her arm out of place, something, and passed out and all that because of the pain, and they had to take her in by ambulance. So the wife has to go in there. So she's been in there for about a week taking care of the aunt. So anyway, that's how that goes. So we're definitely close by for Easter. And I don't know about next week, though.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll just shift that prayer over to her aunt then. But, I know how that falling goes. I've done it. My wife's done it. And we've both been on walkers and canes and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, you take care and try to stay dry.
All righty. And you two take care over there, and have a good weekend, good Easter.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. Got stuff there up on the top chat there. That's pretty cool. All right. How about 151, Jerry? We'll proxy 151 in. How about 31 Delta 572, Alan Weinhopper? And 869 Lee, he came in there early. How about 308 Mr. Rogers? Did anybody hear Mr. Rogers in there early? All right. How about 261, Tracy? And I think I talked to Skywinder today, Adam, or I heard him, but he had to go work early. So we give him an early. And Fishing Girl got it early. How about SWL 20 Harvey? SWL 52 Aaron.
And there we go. Now the stream can hear me. SWL 52 here behind the golden microphone. And it's, well, it's a good thing you're not going to do the net next week because I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 Fridays. So I guess I won't be missing anything next Friday. But the Friday after that, we will be driving back from Texas.
You're going to be back there for what some people call Doomsday?
Well, you know, you can't control the moon and the sun, so they have a meeting with each other up in the sky. So we're gonna go check it out.
All right, very cool. And what are we expecting to see? You'll have telescopes and special lenses and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll have a 5-inch telescope with me, which I can put a solar filter on the front of, and then I will slap my camera on the back side, and then I'll have a couple radios with me. I anticipate it being pure madness because there's going to be people driving in from all over the place, so it's going to be interesting.
All right, yeah, they just were really talking about it tonight on the news, saying how the airlines are going to be packed and Texas expecting a whole bunch of people. There was some stuff in a magazine, QST magazine. Well, I don't get the magazine anymore for some reason. I guess they quit doing it, but reading something about that on the ARRL newsletter saying there'll be radio stuff set up, and so it should be kind of a cool deal. Any certain place in Texas, or just anywhere will do? Or you got to get up on a mountaintop?
No, but you need to be in the path. So the path starts in the mid-Pacific, and it goes up through Mexico, and then it comes up through Texas, just east of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then it goes up through like Arkansas, and then it ends up going up through Maine. If you want to get the actual effect, you got to be on the path of totality. So here in Fresno, you're gonna, you'll see the moon go in front of the sun, but not completely. The closer you get to the line of totality, the more complete it's going to be. So we intend on being in line, and this one's actually going to be a pretty long one. So if we're in the right spot, we should have about 4 or 5 minutes of eclipse. It'll be interesting.
That is interesting, and the reason you're going to this one is because the next one ain't going to be around until, what, 2042 or something like that?
Yeah, 2040s. The next solar eclipse in North America is in the 2040s. There will still be eclipses between now and then, but you will have to travel internationally. There's one next year that is almost completely out in the Pacific Ocean except for Easter Island. So if you feel like taking a de-expedition to Easter Island to see an eclipse, then it's either like later this year or next year is the time to do that.
There you go. You could have POTA on Easter Island.
Roger.
All right, and thank you for doing the stream. I like seeing that up there. And, yeah, it is pretty cool, although I can't listen to it and talk here. I don't know, I get confused. Then I'll be on delay. So, all right, thanks for that, Aaron. And last on my list, I have 31 Delta 87. And I didn't think he'd be out there because this radio room is out in the patio and it might be damp. So that is my roll calls. I have it. Are there any late or missed members? Are there any visiting stations? Yeah, see, my DX is just pretty low here in the receive for some reason. All right, well, like I said, I won't be around next Friday. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to be around, but you never know. But anyway, so don't count on me being here. And, I don't know, is there any other announcements for the net or any other items of interest? Alrighty, we'll close the net down at 8:36 p.m. And thanks everybody for participating, and it's been fun. So, we'll continue to hang out here and chit-chat here on one of these radios that I got going here. All right, 7-3, everybody. Have a good
You mean this one?
You can hear them guys good?
Check. Hey, there we go. Should have audio going both ways now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. And we're on that screen over there. Oh, okay. That was weird when you keyed up. The Salinas Valley one keyed up also.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, let me get my my controls moved over here.
I think somebody was over there talking to begin with, but yeah, man, I couldn't believe them other guys could hear Hawaii, and I never did hear Hawaii, so that was weird.
Yeah, on Wednesday night before the net, the 10-meter net, there was a guy in Hawaii calling CQ. I almost called him. I don't believe I need Hawaii on 10-meter sideband. I should have checked, but the funny thing is, whoever the heck was it Jerry or whatever was running net control, he's got such a high noise floor, he probably wouldn't have even heard Hawaii in there and would have probably just started the net right on top of everybody else.
Yeah, Dwayne ran the net, and I don't think he could hear them other guys, because he said he had like 5 or 7 noise or something, so I heard it before the net, but then kind of once he started, I didn't hear anybody coming in, and I don't even know if there might have been a signal further down the band, but it just kind of died off, kind of like tonight, man.
Yeah, they were in there right at the beginning, and then it just faded right out. So yeah, it's been kind of interesting. Let me pull the. Yeah, DX Maps is still showing a little bit of activity on 10 meters from California going out to Australia and New Zealand. So, in Japan. So, but I'm sure that's going to start dying off here now that the sun's been down for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I was funny after I talked there on 40 meters to you, Paul, then I went to 7580 and was dialing around there, and I heard a familiar voice. I kept listening. Oh man, that's Joe, WA6FFJ, and I forget anyway. Flatfoot Joe. Anyway, he was running a net. I couldn't figure out what net. I go, what other net is there? And it was the San Joaquin net or something.
Okay, yeah, and I know he runs. I think he helps run one of the nets down on 80 meters as well, because I think I've heard him do the like the Western Public Service net.
Yes, and then I think somebody else from tonight's check-in. Bob, I think Bob out of Reedley, 111. I think he runs it. He used to run it once in a while.
Yeah, I'll get something up for 80 eventually. I just got other things on my. I got a couple things that I want to get before we go to Pismo for 4th of July.
Right on. Yeah, I might have to bring mine down to see if something's wrong with it. I noticed my SWRs are a little bit high there on 40, and then on 80, they were low, but they were not as steady. They were up and down. I go, oh no, now what's going on? But then I thought, well, maybe the wind is whipping it around. Maybe I gotta get it tighter or something so it's not moving.
Yeah. You definitely got to watch out for that. So we definitely have to go to Texas now. I called HRO in Texas, and I was like, because it's like 15-20 minutes from the hotel. I know it's a coincidence, get the hotel like really close to the ham radio store. But I called him. I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Texas in a couple weeks. Can I place a will call order now, and will you guys hold it until I'm there on like the 8th or the 9th? And the guy's like, oh yeah, I don't care. And I was like, the item I want to get is on sale, and the sale expires on Sunday. And so I placed the order tonight with will call to pick it up in Texas. So I definitely have to drive to Texas now because I'm going to have something at HRO waiting for me.
Oh, that's cool. 15 minutes from the hotel. Man, did you plan that or what?
To be perfectly honest, it wasn't planned, but I checked it later. I'm like, oh, I wonder where the HRO is in Texas. And I pulled up on the map, and I just looked at my wife, and I'm like, it's 15 minutes from the hotel. How did we do that?
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny. So I ordered my a nicer Heil headset for when I take the 7300 out portable, because I intend to take the 7300 to Pismo again. But I won't be running the hamstick dipole this year. I will just run the buddy stick, because the buddy stick can handle 100 watts, no problem. Actually, I think it can handle like 250 watts. And I'm trying to get, so I got the headset, I got the adapters already. I have a Pelican knockoff case from, Harbor Freight to put the radio in. So this time I actually have something secure to put the radio in versus last time when I wrapped it in a towel and stuck it in one of our bins. And then I'm going to order next month. I'm going to order a bigger battery. And then I think the month after that I'm going to get a solar controller and a solar panel. And my goal is to operate in Pismo. We're going to be there for like a week, the week before 4th of July. But my goal is to operate in Pismo completely off battery and not have to plug in or bring a power supply. Worst case scenario, if we don't get a good solar day, I'll just plug the battery in, to the wall. But my goal is to not have to take a power supply.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, now somebody's driving in my yard. It could be my wife. Guess we'll wait for the garage door to open. We're watching. It's got to be her. Drives up on the cement. hits the bump like always. Oh, yep, it's the wife.
Well, as long as she doesn't hit the house. Is Sam out there? No, I don't think I heard Sam earlier. Where's Sam tonight?
He's over at a buddy's house watching a sprint car race on one of them deals you subscribe to, Dirt Vision or something like that.
Okay. So that's why he wasn't around.
No, I went and talked to him. He's been playing around with antennas, putting his antenna stuff back up and towers, so let's see what he was up to.
Yeah, good deal. K6USY, because, we got to do that over here.
Oh, okay, KJ6TYO. Man, there ain't much of a delay. I was watching it, unless that's you talking. Oh, that was you talking. There is a delay, okay.
Yeah, but it should only be like 4 or 5 seconds. It's not, I've gotten the delay down pretty low. I've told Dennis about it, that is, he needs to update OBS, which is the software we use to stream. Dennis uses the same software that I do. I told Dennis, I'm like, you need to update it, and you need to put your stream on low delay, ultra low delay, and get Larry to do that too when he's streaming his SDR, and then that way the delay is only 4 or 5 seconds versus 20 or 30.
Yeah, I tried to have it down low, but I don't know. I hear two streams coming in, and I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of one. It's like, okay, I only got one screen on. Why do I hear him repeating himself twice?
Yeah, well, that's because when he's got the when he's watching Larry's, and then it loops back through, and yeah, there's a ton of delay there, and yeah, I've gone around that a little bit on the Bozo nets. I don't actually listen to YouTube. I have it muted. Through the remote control software to the computer at Mike's house, I actually get an audio feed through that. That's only about maybe half to a quarter of a second behind. And it's close enough that I can listen to Mike's radio and my radio in real time. And, I'll hear stations kind of bounce between the two, because there are occasions where I can hear someone better than Mike does. And so it actually is kind of helpful to be able to listen to both radios. But of course, I'm the only person that can do that.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what that guy, he listens to, the Half Moon Bay SDR or something when he's running that. I think it's that swap net.
Yeah, Dennis does that too. I've done that a lot. You can get the Half Moon Bay SDR delay down pretty low. But I've totally gone down to 40 meters and put the Half Moon Bay SDR in the same frequency and put my call sign out, and I can hear myself coming back, and so I at least know propagation's working. But there's some guys that they just very heavily rely on using the SDRs for receive, and I'm like, now, see, I'm still kind of a purist. It's like, I want to hear it through my radio. I mean, yeah, if you're running the swap net, I can see that, or you're just having a conversation with somebody, but I have a feeling that there are some people that use that for cheating when it comes to working DX, and you listen to the remote SDR, but then you transmit off your radio with an amplifier. It's like, you're kind of cheating.
Oh, yeah, I never, that slipped my mind. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're right. I can see when they're doing those nets, some guys, they just, whatever antenna or low power. There's somebody running 5 watts on, I think it was Western Public Service check-in. I think it was that one. I could hear him no problem, man. I was like, he's coming just like net control, and he said, oh, I'm just around the corner from net control. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why he's doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for some of the nets, it's okay, but I think for some of the other ones, it's like, well, but then that defeats the purpose of having relays and teaching people to relay traffic. And I mean, yeah, the swap net, who cares? But like some of these other nets are meant to be training for emergencies, and in an emergency, that SDR receiver is not going to work.
Yeah. I don't know what Western Public Service, they just do a check-in all the time, and they have a pretty good little gathering there at Santa Nella there. They gave away some good stuff, and I think they even have a little swap meet. We were going to try to go one time, but I don't know, just didn't work out.
Interesting. So I'm at 50. I'm 58% through the extra questions. I've contemplated trying to cram it over the weekend and take my test next week before we go to Texas, but that's not practical. I got too much family stuff going on this weekend, so I will probably finish studying this over vacation, and then I will try to take the test when I get back from Texas.
How many different places are there to take the test at where we have to go? When's Ken's final deal?
I'm not even worried about that. I'm just going to schedule one online. There's a bunch of VEs that will do testing remotely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's how Clifford did one of his general, I think. No, I forget which one he did, general or check. Did it all online, where you, like on the bathroom, sitting on the commode, and you got your computer in your lap and your phone over far away so it could see the whole room. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I've heard about that. Let's see here. I can look up when he upgraded. It was probably his, I'm assuming probably his general, because he would have done that during, it was probably during COVID. Let's see here. When did he get his license? 2021? Huh. Did he get... No, Clifford's still a... No, okay, no, he is a general. When did he get his general? Let's see here. It's not showing me, so that's the modification. When did... Oh, there we go, translog. Recursive value... Oh, yeah, there, okay, yeah, so in 2023? Yeah, so last summer he got his general.
Okay, so maybe it was his tech, and when he got, maybe that was for COVID. Yeah, when they weren't testing or doing any of that stuff. Oh my gosh, that's when we started the Ditchbank net. It was during COVID, because everybody, I don't know, we didn't see anybody, so we just started the Ditchbank net when it was COVID, and everybody had something to do.
Yeah, there was a lot of nets that started during COVID, I've found out. But yeah, he got his tech in 2021, so that's not too bad. Yeah, and then he got his general last summer.
Yeah, we got to get Dennis 1017 to get his ticket. That guy, he's all into building antennas, and oh man, it's something else. Everything he talks on, all that antenna stuff's all his design.
And he doesn't have his license?
No.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, and between you and me, my my wife has been studying the tech.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, never know. Phone goes down, or you're up in the mountains and you don't have phone. That's might be the only way she can get a hold of you.
Yep. Signed up on the FCC website the other night, so she's got an FRN and ready to go. And I told her, it's like, once you're ready, let me know. We'll find you an online test and get it scheduled.
Yep. Tell her you'll set her up. You'll put her HF rig in the car with the big Tar Heel antenna on it, and no more parking in the garage. You'll make that your ham shack, your garage, and yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think a radio is going in my wife's car anytime soon. I've contemplated it, because I drive her car occasionally. I have not come up with a good way to put an antenna on her car like I did on mine. It's just it's built just different enough that it'd be a pain.
Luggage rack on top?
Yeah, but again, we'd have the same problem with parking in the garage. I don't know. I've contemplated, when I originally put the antenna on my car, I put it up on the hood, and so maybe I'd do a lip mount up on the hood or something on hers, and then just run it through the firewall. That might work, but I wanted to do the same thing I did on mine, where I just put the lip mount on the back hatch, but the way her back hatch attaches and opens is a completely different mechanism than my car.
Yeah, and even putting it up on the luggage rack where you would just say unscrew it because you don't drive it that often maybe, and it'd be good for a trip and you just screw it on where it's good and fast. But then you got that coax, where's it going to go? You hate to run it through door jams and get smashed, but... Yeah, I like how my buddy, he has a big GMC pickup, and he put it the same. Okay, they still have a regular radio antenna on the right side. So then on the left side, he built a bracket, and he put his. I think he got like the Comet antenna that's good for GMRS and everything, UHF, VHF, and receiving all other commercial bands. And he put it on the other side, and it looks good.
Yeah. The only, I hate running coax through the door on permanent installs. I'll do it on temporary. Like if I'm in my work car, the little mag mount I have for my work car has got thin enough coax, and I just run it through one of the doors. And that antenna is only like $40, and I figure, okay, if it gets destroyed in 2 or 3 years from door jams, then I'll just throw it away and buy another one because they're not that expensive. But mine, on my car, so it's attached to the lip of the rear hatch. And of course that means it rides the hatch. So when the hatch opens, the antenna goes, horizontal, which is hilarious. That my antenna can basically change, from vertical to horizontal. Of course, when it's horizontal, it's like right on top of the roof of the car almost. But then there's some grommets back there for the cabling to the back hatch, and like the you got like the wipers and the lights, and then there's like a tube for the windshield wiper and stuff, so there's some grommets back there, and I just put a slit in the grommet and then just snaked in through the grommet. Well, on my wife's car, there's no grommets. They hid everything inside of the hinges, and it's all covered in plastic, and I haven't taken the time to like rip the plastic shroud off the hinge to see if there was a way to snake a cable through there, but it's just a completely different hatch design than my car. Otherwise I would do that. But yeah, doing the temporary antenna thing is definitely an option. I've thought about that too. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, if I just put a mount on the car, and even if I didn't put a radio in the car, just put a mount on the car, run the coax up to the front, and then just leave it. And then that way, when I drive her car, then I could just chuck the 705 in there and hook the coax up and put the antenna on the element, and then we're, driving off on a trip. But right now, it's just easier to throw the 705 in there with my little mag mount and just run the mag mount through the door frame for a trip, which is what we're going to do on the trip to Texas. I'm just going to run the coax through the driver's door, and as I said, that antenna was $40, and if it gets destroyed, who cares?
Yeah, I got the pretty good magnet mount on I think it's a tram or something anyway. I've already replaced the coax. I got 2 of them, and I was just like rotating them up. Coax is bad on this one. Time to get out the other one, and I think now that one, it survived a truck rollover, and I forget what else it survived. But yeah, I've replaced the coax on them. Like, geez, both of them. Oh, at least 4 times.
Yeah, mine's not replaceable. I also had a hell of a time on my wife's car finding the right spot on the roof where the mag mount wouldn't have like really wonky SWR. And I even tried I wanted to put the mag mount on the back of the car and run the coax through the back hatch and then run an extension up to the radio. Well, just doing that completely jacked up the SWR on the antenna. It does not like having extra coax added to it. It doesn't like being on the back of the car. And so I finally found, and of course my wife's car's got a sunroof, and so you can only put the mag mount in so many places, but I finally found a spot where it was happy. I just have to remember where that was because I got to put that thing back on the roof for Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's somebody out there. It must have been Bob Belair. I put magnet mounts on my wife's Traverse, not this new one, but the other one. And I had to go to Sacramento and put 2 radios in there for the heck of it. It worked.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well it's going to work with having. I mean, 10 watts from a mobile is not terrible. So I won't have a 50-watt rig with us going out to Texas. I'm just going to have the 705 in my handheld. But we're not going to be in range of some of the repeaters for very long because we're going to be plowing along on the road most of the time. So most of the time I'm going to leave the radio set up for APRS and I'll just have it beacon every couple minutes or whatever, and then when we get into the individual towns, then I might switch over to FM, to one of the local repeaters or whatever, and see if I can get a hold of anybody just for the heck of it. I don't want to spend the whole trip on digital and not get to talk to anybody.
Yeah. Oh, you won't take your good, what is it? What's your good radio? Your 5200? Is that what it is? The mobile?
Well, the 5100. Well, that's permanently installed in my car. That thing's not going anywhere.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, my stuff's not permanently installed. It's stuck between a seat and another, the CB radio. I just scoop my seat up, and it stays in there. Got a towel wrapped around it. That's my install, my pickup, and then, that's how I do it.
K6USY West Fresno. Yeah, my 5100 is bolted underneath the passenger seat. If I did ever put a permanent mobile in my wife's car, I would probably just buy the exact same radio and then just clone them. And then that way, anytime I have to make updates, I just have to dump it onto both cars.
Yeah, I was looking at those radios here. There's not too many used ones out there for sale. And then that one there, you could Mars mod it, so you could do GMRS.
I'm pretty certain you can. I didn't get it modded. I only got the 7300 and the 705 because of the HF coverage. So I don't know how well that radio would work on GMRS. I was kind of hoping that the 705 would work on GMRS, but it does not. It does not produce any power up there. So the thing you got to be careful about is a lot of the filters and the finals on these rigs, are tuned for the ham band, and GMRS is at like the upper extremity of most of these radios on the receive side, and they might not produce that much power up there.
Yeah, I'm bad. On UHF, VHF, I don't have a meter to check my SWR, so I'm bad.
Oh, see, I don't worry about it because my 705 has one built in. Well, I have an MFJ, so I have a portable MFJ one, and I put that one on the one on my car. But yeah, the 705 has the exact same interface as the 7300 and the 9700, and it just has an SWR meter built into it.
I gotcha. Yes. Well, all my radios are Mars mounted, but I'd probably the Yaesu, that 300 I have, FTM 300. I talk a lot on GMRS with that one. Kids around here, and I'm going down the highway. I was on it today.
Yeah, eventually it'd be cool to have like a GMRS repeater in the neighborhood and then just handhelds to the kids when they go riding bikes or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. I'd have to find a place to put the repeater though.
Yeah. I know Clifford had those little cheapy one Retros or something like that. I hooked it up here and I could hit it going down 99 there. From, say, Shaw Avenue north, it worked really good.
Aren't those essentially like two handheld radios in a box with like a controller?
Yeah, it's very low wattage, 5 or 10 watts maybe. It's a sealed box. You only have to hook up, there's only one coax you hook up, and that's the antenna, and it's all self-contained. Real easy to program.
Yeah, I heard the reason why they have relatively low power output is because the duplexer in them is very lossy. Unlike like an actual repeater that would have these big giant cavity filters, the little duplexer that they put in those repeaters like kills half the power out of the transmitter or something like that. I'm like, well, but then doesn't that mean that the power not going to the antenna is being turned into heat in the duplexer? And I'm like, that doesn't sound efficient.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit too much. $500 for one. I was like, I don't know. Kind of expensive, I thought, but anyway, I kind of wanted him to set one up there and see how it would work. I was got somebody hollering at me on the other radio. See, just a minute. What the heck happened? I heard this guy, and then heard him, and clicked off.
Yeah, I think tonight's the first time I've ever heard Clifford on Simplex. We should, we definitely should put some repeaters at his house.
Yeah, I forget how some of that stuff that they're overshadowed or they're shadowed by it. That doesn't work for them up there. And I know there's some repeaters kind of like in the backcountry where when you're up at Dinky Creek and stuff like that, they work around there. And then some of those businesses up there, they have little GMRS repeater systems.
Yeah, we got to get Clifford on chatting with us here on Simplex more often. He was booming in here, so yeah. And he sounded good on the other one too.
Oh yeah, he's got a good location. It sounds good all the way around there.
Let's see, does he actually have his address on QRZ? Oh, he does. I want to take a look at this.
Like I've been to James 33, like the first guy that checks in. Him and Clifford, and Harold 00. They're all in the area. They could probably see, one of them could see everybody's house, like just about from where they're at there on the side of that mountain.
Yeah, they're also really close to the casino.
Yeah, James his location is probably one of the best ones. Well, Clifford's his is good too. And then 00, I think he's below James.
Okay, so I'm going to use the power of Google Maps to draw a line from Clifford's house to my house, and we'll take a look at it here. And give me a profile. Oh, yeah, he's up at like 4,200, and he's got a little ridge at 4,100, and then it's like just a straight shot down here. Yeah, he's got pretty good coverage. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me that I can hear him so well on on Simplex.
Yeah, I think he's probably got a little base antenna also. So I mean that helps.
Okay, let me see if I can show this to you. Do I have this? No, I do have it set up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so that's the at the bottom is the elevation profile.
Ah, okay, that was cool.
Yeah, Google Maps is very handy. Well, they what is it? Mike on 432 the other night, Mike was having problems hearing a guy in Porterville who was just riding a 9700 barefoot, and I was like, okay, let me look this up. So I drew a line from Mike's house north of Millerton all the way down to this guy's house in Porterville, and sure enough, right in the middle of the path was the hill east of Sanger at like 4,000 feet or something like that. Right in the middle of the path between Mike's house and this guy in Porterville is that stupid hill east of Sanger with the S on it. And I'm like, well, there's your problem.
Yeah, that's right. You're right about that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or the R. No, yeah. The hill it's got the S on one side and the R on the other side for Reedley. Yeah, that hill is in the way of Mike getting to Porterville.
I'll be darned. Yeah, I need it. Well, my forklift works better now. Won't leak all the oil out. I should lay my one tower down that's against the house, and I should put my beam for the UHF VHF up there. Take down the repeater antenna, and yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, when you gonna get off your get out of your seat and get some work done? K6USY.
KJ62Y. Yeah, I know. I talk the talk, but I just never get up off the seat to walk there. But man, my tower, the top deal is for a mast. Really, I don't want to cut it up to put the rotor there, but I don't know. I might have another idea. Have to run it by Sam. He's pretty good at that stuff. And if not, I was going to go see Adam to see if he had the right top piece. Because he bought some stuff from my buddy before he moved to Tennessee, and I thought he had a top piece for the rotor.
Yeah, Adam's the other guy that's got a bunch of like towers and antennas and stuff, and he needs to, put stuff up and go get his general.
Yeah, he got all that stuff and those radios, those Kenwood 7-1As or whatever. Yeah, I had 3 of them. He bought one of them from me, and I think he bought 2 from my buddy Jeremy, and 3 different handhelds, those little Kenwood handhelds, Alinco. What else? Oh my gosh. Towers, rotors, all kinds of stuff. Adam bought it all for my buddy. I think he made 2 trips.
Wow. Yeah, I will admit, I was slightly shocked when I found out that Adam was still a technician. I'm like, oh, like you've been licensed for a long time, dude. Like, I'm surprised you haven't taken the plunge.
Yeah, and he lives out in the country, so he's got the room for it. I understand, the guys over in Santa Cruz and that area, where they live, they can't. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Craigie does all his out of his pickup.
Yep, yeah, he put a 7300 in his truck.
That really shocked me. I go, wow, he did that? I go, well, it's not really a big radio. I have a 991 sitting right next to my 7300, and the Kenwood is just, I don't even know if it's a quarter inch taller.
So the funny thing about Craig was, and I know he's been a ham forever, and he's been on HF before, but before he bought that 7300 to put it back in the truck, he kept saying that the bands were dead. And I'm like, Craig, you haven't been on HF in like the last 3 years. What are you talking about? And then, of course, he gets the 7300 and puts it in his truck, and now all he talks about is how open the bands are. And I'm like, see? The bands are open, Craig. You sold your HF rigs and you had no clue what was going on the bands. And I know it's like he's lived through multiple sunspot cycles, and I'm sure for a couple years there the bands were surely dead, but he kept saying like all last summer that the bands were dead. I'm like, they're not. I just put a 10-meter antenna up, and I keep talking to people in Tennessee. The bands aren't dead.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, my buddy, he's back in Tennessee, and we talked for a while there on, we would try every band, and then we had our Fusion radios hooked up, repeaters and wires X and all that, and then he got some lightning storm and all that, and he took everything down, but he's got towers and stuff to put back up, so, man, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll get you on D-Star.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I thought that was pretty cool, that guy I was talking to that one night, I think in Nebraska or something. And I go, well, this Fusion Wires X deal, that didn't really pan out, but I don't know. Maybe I just need to hook it up directly to this computer and try it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some traffic on Fusion. I've found a couple people to talk to. But for digital, the two digital modes that I talk to people on the most is D-Star and DMR. There's a good group of guys I found on DMR that I chat with. Actually, I had their audio here in the back of my headphones. I just heard one of them have it turned way down, but I just heard one of them say good night in that like really, really obnoxious voice, and it gave me a good chuckle. Yeah, I don't. So the main, like one of the main rooms on Fusion is America Link, and I've tried listening to America Link. It is just an hours long enjoyment of people keying up and asking for a radio check and then leaving, or it's really obnoxious to listen to because it's just people keying it up all day and asking for radio checks and not actually having conversations with people half the time. And then when they do actually have conversations, they're not super interesting to listen to. So I don't know what the deal is with America Link.
Oh, okay. There was some guys have been, I know I was listening to 40 meter, I don't know, one of them bands, and they were talking about some guys, they just call anybody who starts trouble a jammer. So they were saying, oh yeah, there's jammer over in SoCal and this and that. And every once in a while I do hear somebody coming in with other people making weird noises. It's like, oh, we got somebody playing around out there. So, but it hasn't got out of control.
Yeah, well, we actually at the last Fresno club meeting, we actually watched a video on the new, apparently the OOs are gone. That program's gone. And so now there's volunteer monitors. And they are fully aware of where the problem parts are on HF. And they are actively working on getting some of those groups shut down. But they have to observe and record and document and then hand it over to the FCC and then the FCC has to do their thing. But they are attempting to shut down some of those groups that have thought that, the FCC is not going to do anything.
Yeah. And then now, I know there's people who just do recordings, and a good ear could tell. I can't sometimes, but sometimes you can tell. It's like, I just heard that same exact deal. They're just recording it. And I know somebody did that to a CBer in Merced. The guy was a ham guy, and he recorded this guy, and he played it through the fire department. And they came and confiscated that guy's equipment, and he didn't do it. It was some other guy that recorded him, and he broadcasted it through the fire department.
Oh, man, that's a dirty trick.
It was. And, I mean, he was a CBer guy, and, he had a slang. He, it was a different race, and he had a little slang, and he was basically a good guy. You pick on him or smart off, and then he would, then it was a big CB fight. But most of the time, you could go through there, and you could talk to him, and he was normal. But if you picked a fight with him, then it was on for the whole day, so somebody would just agitate him, and then they done that to him, so poor guy.
Yeah, see, now I'm thinking of who am I going to record and play over which radio service and get, so who am I going to get in trouble? I'm not going to do that. K6USY.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to shut it down because I need another cup of decaf and see what the wife's doing since she just got home. Or been home for a little bit now.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to wander into the other room. I don't know. Get a bag of popcorn or something.
I had some earlier when I got home. And that didn't cure my hunger, and my wife made me a hamburger with the air cooker. It turned out pretty darn good. So let's see if she's still out and watching TV. If not, I might wander back out here. So if not, catch you later. KJ6TYO.
All right, Ron. Well, I'll catch you later, and good night to the two other people that are still listening on YouTube. We've had a small audience. Although one of them's you, so there's one other person other than the two of us. So, all right, Ron, we'll catch you later. K6USY Fresno.
Yeah, I thought maybe Paul would get in there, but I never did see anything.
I was hoping Clifford was still going to be around, but apparently not already. K6USY.